Hey everyone, it's Jess from Meyer Hatchery. It's definitely starting to feel like spring here in Northeast Ohio. I'm starting to hear the birds chirping and some flower buds are starting to show, and we're getting a lot more eggs from our ladies. I obviously love to enjoy eating the eggs, but sometimes I like to come up with different ways to use the eggs, especially if I have a surplus. Our ducks have been laying like crazy, so we've got a lot of duck eggs. And what I like to do with my duck eggs in the springtime is sometimes turn them into seed eggs or planters. This helps me with seed starting and makes a great gift to give to somebody. We first need to blow out our duck eggs, and there's many different ways to do this. I like to use a stylus or a pointed tool and some toothpicks for emptying out my eggs. I grab a bowl for collecting all the insides, and I grab some paper towels in case things get a little messy. There are a lot of different tools that you can use for blowing out your eggs. I just really like using the stylus and the toothpick because I have a lot of control. These duck eggshells are a little bit thicker, so you need to be very careful when you're poking your holes into your eggs. You can definitely use chicken eggs for this project as well. I start by making a larger hole at the bottom of the egg, and I kind of use my finger to help me out too, and I open the hole up until it's about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. After I'm done doing that, I go to the other side and I just put one little hole in the end, and that kind of helps to release the pressure and allows the egg whites and the yolk to come out of the egg easily. Using the toothpick, I break up the yolk and you'll see everything just comes out. After I've blown out all of my eggs, I give them a good wash in the sink and make sure all the egg yolk and whites are out. And I allow my eggs to dry standing up, so the big end down, for about 12 hours before I go ahead and I start planting into them. You want to make sure that your eggshells are nice and dry before you get started. Here's what all those eggs look like, all blown out. And look at all that wonderful yolky goodness. I'm going to feed that back to the ladies. So after my eggs dried, I went ahead and I put a piece of white tissue paper over the small hole that was at the bottom, just because some of my holes got a little bigger than I wanted and I don't want the soil to come out. And I just used a mix of flour and water as my glue, and I painted it on the bottom. Now that that is dried, we can put our soil and our seeds in. I'm just using a good seed starting mix, and it's a little more on the drier side. If you're going to be gifting these to somebody and you don't want the seeds to sprout right away, you want to make sure your soil is a little bit more dry. You can plant all different seeds in here. I've planted tomatoes because there's lots of calcium in those eggshells. I've planted beans, peas, wildflowers. Today we're using a lettuce mix in our eggs, and really the sky's the limit on what seeds you can put into your egg planters. I did decide though to open up my eggs just a little bit more so it was easier to get the soil and the seeds in. So I opened them up maybe about a 1/4 inch more. And then I fill my eggs up about halfway with the seed starting mix. Your hole should be big enough that you can get your soil in there. If it's not, you can use a funnel or even a piece of paper that's been shaped into a funnel to fill your eggs really quickly. After the eggshells are all half full of soil, then I take a pinch of seeds, depending on the seed that you're using, and I put that inside of our egg planters. After all the seeds have been put into the egg planters, I go in and I finish filling my eggs with soil almost to the top. You can decide if you want to leave the top of your eggs open or put a piece of tissue paper over the top. It really depends on the seed that you're planting and where you're going to be planting them. For today, I'm leaving mine open and I'm going to be gifting these to a friend in a couple days, so it's okay that I don't put a cover on top. And here's what our egg planters look like all completed. Such an easy project and a really great way to use up any extra eggs that you have. There's so much calcium and nutrition in those eggshells, and it's going to help whatever seeds you plant. Hopefully I've given you some inspiration to make some egg planters of your own. If you have any questions, be sure to let us know in the comments below. As always, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click that bell so you're the first to know every time a new video has been released. Thank you so much for watching.